Yo, what is good, everybody? Check, checking the mic, checking the sound. I'm back, you're back, we're back with another live stream here on the channel. As I always say, I hope you're doing well. You, your family, friends, loved ones on this Saturday, July 26, 2025. As we're preparing to try to get some wins today or tonight. As one of my picks fell through, so I had to reuse the original slip because I had two batters from the very first game. As I always say, that's super risky. Try your best not to do that stuff. You know, every so often, I will do a pick like that, where I'll just decide. And you know, it was a HRR, it was an 8-leg ticket. As I always say as well, go follow me over on Twitter or X at Vortex46 for most of my picks. This was the 8-leg, 2 HRRs each. I had Goldschmidt and Bryce Harper here at the very top of the ticket here. This was a plus 56.78. And yeah, Goldschmidt did not come through. He got one run super late in the game. And yeah, something told me to put Jazz on there or even Stanton. It was between those three, and I was like, I really feel like Goldschmidt can do something today. Yeah, didn't happen. So what can you do? So this whole ticket is done. I'm kind of upset, that you know it didn't clear. But what can you do? So that, but I just redid the ticket and took the rest of the ticket and replaced it just for less return, but it's okay. I'll still take the win if the other batters handle business. Here's the other pick, because like I posted here that I'm going to be looking to be a little more aggressive with 2 RBIs. Still going to be doing my total base and HRR, but I say let me switch it up. Could have come close last night to getting the first win, literally the first time trying it out. Had Kurtz and I had Jazz on the ticket. Should have went because I was thinking about Toshman on that ticket, and yeah, could have cashed on that. But these were the batters that I looking to take for 2 total base, and I pretty much took Ramon and it's not supposed to say romantic, it's supposed to say Romy down, and that's them here specifically. For them to get 2 RBIs, put it all down, I'll get back $31.50. 4-leg, 2 total base, plus 1-1-1-1. I said, well, per the number, I just said screw it. I'll put it down, put it all down to get 12 back. I got Laureano, Acuna Jr., Kurtz, and Buxton. I feel like out of all 4 batters, Kurtz is going to be possibly the more riskier one. Why? Main reason, he had a big game last night. He had 4 home runs, 6 hits, like not 18, 19 RBIs. I mean, RBIs, total base, you know, all of that stuff. He just didn't go for the cycle. What can you do? So yeah, there's that. And also have Buxton and Acuna Jr. down to get a home run over on BetMGM. Put it all down to get 15, low over 70, low over half back. So those are those picks. Now let's dive into see if we can do some other picks here. Because I haven't done one yet. I want to do my usual 3-leg, 3+ HRRs. This is going to be a bit more trickier. Why? Because I feel like today is going to be a pitcher's day. There are several pitchers who are going to be on the mound today who don't allow a lot of home runs, don't allow a lot of hits, get a lot of strikeouts, or they do allow a lot of hits, they just don't allow a lot of earned runs when they're pitching. That's the only thing, right? So let's nix the first game, the second game, because those are done. I think India, he hit a walk-off, I think he did. So that's done. And then we got the Toronto-Detroit game that's getting ready to start in literally like 6-7 minutes. Maybe I could put something in real quick. But again, Scooble's pitching. So it's like I want to bet on. I still want to take a bet on the Blue Jays to do something against Scooble, but Scooble might shut them down. Now, here's the thing. When you look at Scooble's stuff, he's not still. He's around allowing 4 hits. He's struggling against left and right-handed batters currently. So there's a small chance, even with the home run odds being so high and stuff like that, there's a small chance that this batting squad, at least the top 5 or 6, can get to Scooble. They're all righties, right? Literally. All righties. Let's see per the weak spot here. I don't think he has one, but let me double check. Okay. Wait. That's one thing. These two out the way here. Scuba doesn't have any weak spots. Doesn't look like. Yep. But Kevin does. So even when we look at the OPS, and I apologize for my laptop, it's like bugging today. It's like really fighting today to do anything. Even when we look at the OPS, the slug, the ISO, this is what I'm saying. I really would still want to put like maybe 1 or 2 batters down for a hit. But again, you would still come over to Kevin and be like, okay, you look at his weak spot, you got Green, Torque, and Colt alone. And he allows hits pretty much as far as home runs. He allows hits for both sides. So you have some options for either. For me, I still would love to take Zach for something, even HRRs, but he's struggling. He's due to do something. He's 2 for 9, so that automatically puts me back to be like, okay, I may not want to take him. He's struggling against the pitch mix too. But he's been getting under the ball in the midst of him struggling against righties over the last couple of games here. He's batting great at home, 50-50 in the month of July. He's green on Saturdays and 50-50 versus left versus righties. And he's batting 8th where he actually bats well. So that's what I'm saying. There's a chance that he may do something, at least maybe get 2 HRs today. But again, I'm rushing here. The best possible spot, technically are 2nd and 3rd, because the OPSs are the highest per the weak spots. So if anything, I would rather just go on ahead and do what I'll probably just do is real quick, real fast. I'm gonna log into DraftKings and I'm gonna put Green and Torque down to get check some real quick. But I'll put Torque and let me see. What's Torque? So if anything, I would do HRR. Because if I were to take the big risk would be for Torque and Green to get 2 hits. Green is plus 265. Torque is plus 330. Now that alone, if I put that down, that's a plus 1100. But if I just do the more, still a little risky of a pick. If I put Torque and Green down for plus 3 HRR, well 3 plus HRRs. Green is plus 170. Torque is plus 200. That's a plus 525. So I'll take the chance at the 3 plus HRs because again I'm being sort of kind of aggressive with this pick. The safer bet is 2 the safest pick, then you would just, you know what I mean? Like, say if you're a $10 better, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna just put 5 on it. The safer pick would be 2, and you put $7 or $8 down. You know what I mean? If you don't want to do the whole 10, just to get even some type of positive spot back. So I did that real quick because I just don't know about Colt. Colt, he's 1 for 4. He's been struggling or whatever, and yeah, I'm kind of waiting for him to pick it back up. So I did put him on a ticket. I think it was a 21st. It had to be around the Pirate game. I think it was. I think it was like the beginning of the series, and he didn't do anything. So again, he might do something. He's batting fourth for the first time, so he might do something tonight. But I'm just gonna go on ahead and take the 2 there and see what happens with that. We can even look at Torque to see if he does anything against righties. He's 1 for 10 against Gossman, so that's that spot there as well. So I would rather just still, yeah, just in case he decides to kind of do something. I didn't even know he went back to back. So he went back to back, right? But look at this. Let's go to the White Sox, because I want to make sure that I don't forget to do this. So look at, where are you? And this is even better. So look what I'm about to bring up. So Colson Montgomery, I posted this over on Twitter, but I'm gonna show it here. Colson Montgomery, he's in the weak spot, batting 7th. Slugs 391, 217 average per the weak spot itself. 240 with a 480 slug, 240 ISO compared to the 174 where he's actually at. Still 700, which is still good. You still want that, right? There's also a 333 OPP too. So look, I didn't even know your boy had hit 3 straight days of hitting a home run, of going yard. I did not know that until today. So there's that, right? And he actually had 2 days ago, he had 5+ total bases, so I missed out on that. He's facing off against a righty. He bats really well against righties, like really, really well. Pitch mix, he's like, what, 60, 40 to the pitch mix. No, he has a 50% ground ball, but a 50% hard hit and a 88% pull. Just still good, like great even. Now let's look at this. Let's look at this stuff. So he's batting great at night with a 1.03 OPS. He's batting great in the month of July. On Saturdays, he's batting great. 3 hits out of 9 at bats. 333, that goes that number. I see that every day. He doesn't have a home run on batting on Saturdays yet. Hopefully that can happen. Maybe that will happen tonight. And he's batting great versus righties, right? 974 OPS. And batting 6th, though, this is the only spot, where he's struggling, batting 7th. But this is where he bats the most, though. So, but again, his OPS is still above 700, which is still good. So there's a chance that he may hit a home run today. Again, against Cade, who allows hits. Sort of kind of still getting some strikeouts. And he's struggling against lefties, even though the OPA is in a positive spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be aggressive tonight with just Colson. I'm going to put Colson down for 4 HRRs tonight. I'm going to do that right now because I'm talking about it. We got some Bert. All right. Let's go to DraftKings. Let's refresh. Okay, Blue Jays Tigers game just started. Okay. Now let me look at something real quick. Ooh, that's great actually. But let me look at Coulson. Okay, so on DraftKings, either way, if you decide to take Coulson for 4 total bases, that's a plus 500. And if you decide to take Coulson for 4 plus HRRs, again, this is over on DraftKings, still the same value, plus 500. I'm gonna go on ahead and take his HRR. I'm gonna just bet him straight up and hope for the best. He's, again, as I always say, he's either gonna go out there and get it or he's not. So I'm gonna take him for the 4. Let me look at his total base, because the total base would be the more popular one. Why? Because he's had 3 straight games of getting 4 or more. But to me, the riskier bet is the 4 HRRs. Why? Because he's only hit it twice in the last 10 games. Head to head, he had, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So just for yesterday, he only just had just 3. So there's that. So I'm gonna go on ahead and place that pick. Placed it. So there's that. All right. Now Vargas, your boy here, he was handling business on total bases. He was handling business on HRRs. And he had 2 home runs in the last 10. He is 2 for 2 against K. With the 2 hits that he had against him was a home run. Now, he's mostly red against the pitch mix. And you look at his info, it's not looking good. Just the pull is up, but everything else pretty much is, the hard hit's 20. Yes, you want grandstanding hard hit to be like 40, 50, high. But it's still at that decent spot though. So let's look at his data. He's struggling at night, struggling at home, struggling in the month of July, really struggling on Saturdays. 50-50 versus righties, 50-50 batting for. But with all that info that I just said, you look at his info, even just the last couple of at bats, he had 2 singles on the 23rd and a single yesterday, a home run on the 21st. So he's been doing some fairly decent stuff. And technically he had a home run on the 20th. So he's, like I said, he's been handling business, fairly decent business. So let me see. And he's gotten some RBIs over the last, 4, 6, 7 RBIs in the last 10. That's actually great. So, yeah. Let me see. Let me look, because I haven't even gotten a chance to look at PCA. I've seen a lot of cats taking PCA for a home run tonight. So, Aaron, let's look at Aaron real quick. So, Aaron, he's sort of not allowing hits over the last 5. You know what I mean? He had 2 games where he allowed 5 or more. Technically like 4 or more, really, for real. But again, he's averaging 5 hits over the last 10. And that's only due to the fact, back in June, he was struggling against batters. Now, he has the best spot for fastball percentage, home run per fastball percentage. His hard hit is low. You want the hard hit to be 40, high, like mid 40s. That's what you want. And the barrel is actually in a decent enough spot. Now, technically, Cade's barrel percentage is better, but again, Aaron is not that far off from being good anyway. I've seen a lot of people take PCA. I've seen a lot of people take Michael Bush. I stopped betting on Bush after the fact because he definitely did kind of like calm down once he came back from the All-Star break. And PCA still, he's averaging 2 HRRs, technically almost 3. He's just shy of point shy, 2.4. Any doubles? Yeah, he's averaging 1. He's had 5 in the last 10, and his total bases are yeah, technically yeah, he's averaging 3. So there's that as well. So if anything, if I were you, I would take him for total base. Fastball is up. Hard hit is up. Pull is decent enough. I just don't know about the home run thing. I really don't. Like, I truly just don't. I mean, let me look at his splits. Okay, he's batting great at night, batting great in the month of July. 50-50 on Saturdays, though. He didn't do anything yesterday, because yesterday was one of his better days at bat, and he didn't do anything yesterday. But he's batting great against righties, and he's batting great on batting fourth, where he mostly bats at. So he probably might just go yard. Not putting it past him that he won't. But I'm personally just not going to put him down. Like I said, if anything, I would put him down for total base, just to be honest. Let me look at Seiya here. He's pretty much due to hit a home run. That's a given. He's 2 for 6 against Aaron. He has a home run against him, which is good. He's struggling in HRRs. Pretty much struggling on total base. So he's due to kind of like pick it back up. But he's struggling against the pitch mix, looks like a little bit. So he's doing well at night and away. 50-50 in the month of July. His slug is great, over 500, but his batting average is down on Saturdays. Better versus righties, just shy of being in the green as far as his batting average, but his slug is still up. And same thing. His average is down, batting third, but his slug is still up. So he may do something tonight. But again, the one cat that everybody's really hopeful for that will pick it back up is Michael Bush. Because as you see, since we came back, he's hit 2 home runs in the last 10, but he hasn't really done too much. But that's the only thing. This part here for Prop Finder hasn't updated any of his other stuff. I still find it weird that it's doing that, right? So I'm gonna go on the score. I'm gonna go to the game itself, and I'm gonna just pull up Michael Bush's info on my end and just look at his game logs. Okay. So basically since the 11th, per the info, he's only had 3 games where he's had 2 or more HRRs, and technically it was only 1 game where he had 3 or more HRRs, and that was on the 19th versus the Red Sox, where he had a home run. Now he's had 2 home runs in that time frame, yes, but well, yeah, you could say 3. So he actually had 2. Excuse me, 2. He's actually had 2 games with 3 or more HRRs out of the last 10. So there's that. But again, the 19th was where he had 4. The 13th, when he hit a home run against the Yankees at New York, he had a home run, and that was it. So in the last time, but that was that time. But then he went cold for 3 days, 3 games, and then on the 23rd he had 2 HRRs, and he didn't do anything yesterday. So that's what I'm saying. Mike's his flow is off. His reading the pitches and stuff is off right now. So the hope is that he, can pick it back up. And here goes Prop Finder being strange. So I'm just going to just pop out of here. Let me look at... So there's this dude on Twitter. I was listening to his, him and his one friend's live. And he kept talking about Till. He's like, yeah, Kyle Till, man, I'm gonna keep taking him because I feel like he's due to do something, blah blah blah. And this is I'm talking about last 20 games. Like he was talking about this even way back here, like the end of June, walking into July. Like he was talking about like, yeah, Till's he's due to go yard, blah blah blah. And as you see, he didn't do anything as far as a home run. HRR sorta, kind of like a little bit more recently, yeah. Total base, same thing. He was more doing stuff back in June though. But again, he finally did hit a home run, and that was on the 23rd, it was 2 days ago. And he actually had 7 total bases, so I'm mad I missed out on that. And he had 9 HRRs, so I missed out on that too. So there's that. But again, the reason why I'm looking because he's in a weak spot. So I want to see if I can see anything per this spot here, per this info. I don't see anything outside of him batting 5th, which he's batting fairly decent. Well, his batting average is actually up 339, and his OPS is 844, so that's great. At the same time, he's still striking out though. So he only has 1 home run, 3 baggers, 8 RBIs. So there's that info. So who knows? He might, again, he's in a weak spot. When the batters are in the weak spot, some of those batters go yard. Even the ones down at the bottom of the order, some of them go yard. Let's see. Let me look at Sosa. Man. He was more doing something beginning of July. He's fallen off. Yeah. Now the other Sosa, he went yard today, but I think he got injured or something. I think it was a collision or something. So if you had Sosa for Philly, that worked out before you went out the game. I already looked at you. Chase randomly hit a home run yesterday. I don't really feel like he would go yard again today. He's 50-50 throughout his main splits. All right, Toshman. So I said I've been bringing up Toshman more recently in the streams. And I was saying to myself that I need to take him yesterday, and I forgot. So I missed out. He had a home run last night. He had 4 total bases. He had 4 HRRs. So I missed out. So I'm upset. How many? And he had 2 RBIs. That was the other thing. Because I was saying that I was probably going to take him for 2 RBIs, but I ended up going with Jazz Chisholm instead because he just had the better stats. And I should have went with my gut. My gut was telling me Toshman, and I didn't do it. So that's where I messed up, because otherwise I would have had a pick, because I had Kurtz on that ticket. Kurtz, of course, had an historic night last night with those 4 home runs, and I should have went with Toshman. I should have, and I didn't. That's the thing. He's batting better on Saturdays. Technically, even better on Sundays. So what I'm going to probably do for him tonight, what I'm going to do is probably put him down on, I might just take him for 3 HRRs tonight. He's a lefty facing a righty. Cade, he actually does well against the fastball. Cade pushes the fastball the most. So I'm more than likely going to put him down for 3 HRs. This is an automatic pick for me. So tomorrow, let me look at this. Let me get ahead real quick, because this might be an early home run straight bet. Probably take Toshman tomorrow for a home run. Let me just look to see. All right, so that's the only thing. Nothing's up as far as the pitcher. So I'm going to just wait. By the way, there's no stream. There's going to be no stream tomorrow because I work early in the morning. I get off at 3 o'clock. Won't get home till 3:30, probably 4, whichever, depending on the bus. And a lot of the games are pretty much going to be playing and starting around 4 o'clock by the time I get home. And yeah, there's no point, no reason or rhyme to stream. If I do decide to do anything, because I haven't done it yet, been thinking about doing that Spaces thing on Twitter. That'll be the best bet. Just to kind of maybe share my thoughts on reasons why I decided to go with some of my picks. But I am, yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. No stream tomorrow. So that's, Carson. Real quick, let me look at you, sir. Interesting stuff. Look at this. He had 5 HRRs on the 21st, but then he dipped down to 3 on the 22nd, and then he had 2 the 23rd. Interesting stuff. So maybe he'll pick it back up. Maybe he'll get 3 or 4 tonight. Now he's struggling. Well, no, he's felt 65, 55, or whatever, 45, whichever, to the pitch mix. Something like that. 35, sorry. Let me see. He actually bats well against the cutter, too. Interesting. And the curveball. No, he doesn't throw the sweeper as much. He doesn't throw the fastball as much. But he does throw the sinker, though. So that could be a bit of an issue for your boy. But he's green away and at night. Green, super green in the month of July. Look at that. 7.23 slug with a 1.12 OPS. That's great. Look at his Saturdays. Son, are you kidding me? Should I just pair him and Toshman alone on, say, what should I do? Maybe do 2 hits for both? Let me see, let me look at his he bats well against righties. Now Carson pitches well against righties though. That's the other thing. But that's Saturday. 500 average, 1.21 slug. With the 4 at the end. Oh, but he's struggling batting 5th. Now if he was batting 6th, I would be feeling better about this pick. Now I'm like, well, I might not put it down. But again, that info here, specifically at the bottom with the 5th, he may actually go out there and hit 1 or 2 home runs tonight, 2 hits, 4 or 5 total base, 4 or 5 HRRs. He might, who knows what Carson's going to do tonight. We don't know. This is all, every pick is a guess. Even the gut feeling is a guess. Even if the batter goes out there and hits a home run or 2, it's still a guess. You don't know what the players are going to do. Because you can't predict anything when it's pertaining to sports. Really can't. Not for the most part. All right. Marlins. They're facing off against Jesus. Excuse me, Jose. Apologize. Okay. Now Jansen has the better hard hit percentage. I'm just kind of curious of what I would want to do per this game. Churio had a game yesterday. I'm swole that I missed out on the home run. I missed out on these 4 total bases. I missed out on the HRs. He had a, because I was watching the game. And I came back in the room. I stepped outside my room, went to go do something. When I came back, they were celebrating him because he hit a home run. I was like, yo, what happened? Because funny enough, he got hit by a pitch that he when he went to swing, he did a check swing, but he was in the middle of doing a check swing. He got hit in the hand by the pitch, and he was upset because he was like, "Yo, like I got hit. I should be going to first base," and he was upset about that. And they called it pretty much that he basically went and he called it an out, basically a strikeout. So he was seething on the bench, and that very next at bat he hit a home run, and I'm like, "Dag, I should have thought about putting him down on something." Okay, so he's 50-50 batting third. So I just wanted to share that info about your boy yesterday, because that's what he did yesterday. That will help. Let's see. So Kyle is not in the weak spot. He's batting. Oh, that's right. He's facing off against lefty. He doesn't bat well against lefties. Forgot about that. Now, Jose struggles against righties. See, look at this. Look at all that red. Kyle has been that dude, though, for the most part. He still has pretty much a really good to really great batting average, 290 versus lefties. Oh, even Steven, son. 400 all across the board when it's pertaining to batting six. Interesting stuff. But he did go yard yesterday. I missed out because I felt really great about him going yard yesterday. I didn't take him on a straight bet. Felt great about him and it was somebody else, and they also went yard. Cheerio. It was Cheerio. I remember. I felt really great about both, and I didn't just think to pair them alone, and I would have cashed. So what can you do? So Augustin, I sort of kind of feel like he could go yard tonight, but I also feel like he can get some total bases HRR. Which is something I'm thinking that he can do. So he's currently every other game. Again, this is possibly a trend. Every other game of getting 2 total bases or not. So do with that info as you will. 3 straight games of 2 total bases, 2 HRs or more. Okay, he's struggling batting second. Well, look at that. Nick is in an interesting spot. Why? Because he's batting 8th. And per where Jose's weak spot is, it looks like this is the best spot for somebody to go yard or to do some 2 hits, whatever, HRRs. Nick is in a spot. Now his is 784 on the OPS. He still has a 517 slug. Again, he's batting 8th. Now he's 0 for 2 and 7 pitches thrown to him. And he struggles, excuse me, yawn real quick. He struggles against lefties. Yeah, I'm tired. I pretty much been up since like 1:30 a.m. I fell asleep around 9. I was asleep and then I randomly woke up and then I couldn't go back to sleep. So I've been up since. And that's the thing. I like laid there, I think for like 40 plus minutes trying to go back to sleep. And I just couldn't. I just got on my phone and was just looking around on stuff and then started to look at some other stuff for today. Okay, interesting stuff. Now, Hernandez. Same thing as your boy. Well, no, not same thing, but still. 2-2-2. Interesting stuff with 2 hits. Not that bad. Interesting stuff. He hasn't hit a home run at all in the last 10. Okay. So Otto had a game. He had 6 total. I was watching this game. Yes, because he woke up, I think, in the middle of the game when he started to really do stuff. So he has 6 total bases. He did not go yard. He had also had 6 HRRs, 2 RBIs, and a run. And I think a double. 3 doubles, that's right. I remember. Yep. So, yeah. It was just like, man. Wasn't expecting him to do that, and he did it. Otto was on fire. Check this game. Still no score. And see, that's the one thing that you gotta. There's other ways to win, guys, instead of just the prop stuff. You can, if you don't have outlier, you should get outlier. It's another paid little joint. Outlier can put you down to some team props. And because I used outlier last night, my 1 4-leg team prop missed by 1. Just using this data in front of me, and I put 4 different teams down. The one team that I basically took a risk on was the Astros to score 4 runs, and they scored 3. Couldn't get the 4th, but of course it was an athletics night and they handled business. They scored 15 runs, so there's that. So yeah, use outlier for the team stuff, for the team props. You can even look Tampa Bay, they are favorite to win by -200. Go to team, go to runs. My usual spot is 4. You look at Tampa's info, last 10, it's a -175. Come on, laptop, work with me, baby, work with me. Now the thing is, they're going against Andrew Abbott. He's only allowing 2 runs, but again, anything can happen. Anything can happen in this game. Look at this. They're averaging 4 over the last 10. Head-to-head matchup, though, they're averaging 3 because we're also counting last year, which includes this year. So, still possibility that the Rays could get 4 runs tonight. It's a possibility. Just throwing it out there. Which also includes my O's. We handled business last night. I felt really good about that pick. I put us down for 4 runs on the 4-leg, and we handled business. As you see, it jumped up. It was like -2. I think it was like low 200s yesterday. Now it's -325. Why? Because we had 5 runs yesterday. The day before, it was still 4. Now we're facing off against Sensabaugh, who actually allows 6. In the head-to-head matchup, again, 4th straight game against Colorado, maybe 5th, I don't know. But we're averaging 5 runs against them. So if anything, the best bet would be for you to take my O's to score 5 runs, which would be -184. It's a stretch, though, to push for the 6, because there's really no guarantee that we'll get 6. We don't know. But I did put a pick in over on FanDuel for both my O's, because again, we're favorite by -200. It was a 2-leg. It was for my O's. Where are we? think I lost it. Yeah, I did. I lost my pick. But I think it was for the O's and... Hold on. Let me look at this again. Maybe it was Atlanta. It was somebody else. Oh, let me relog back in. I thought I screenshotted my pick. I thought I did. But oh well. Let me move on to the next game here. What? No. Oh. So Underdog MLB just stated that Suarez is almost certain to be traded. Zach Gallen and Merrill Kelly could both be traded. D-backs' initial preference was to keep one. Randall Grichuk expected to be traded as well. Man. Okay. Now, I don't think, let me double check. I don't think I have Suarez on my one ticket that I replayed. No, I don't. Well, that's good, because otherwise I would have kind of messed up my stuff. Okay, Rays and Cincy game just started. See how that goes. Let me look at this pick that I had. So it was that's what it was. It was my O's and Twins to it's the correct score, any other victory by my O's and Twins. That's what it's called, any other. Basically meaning that you would want, even if you take it on a single bet. So if I took the O's to do any other correct score, it meaning that I need my O's to score 9 runs or more. Well, technically just 9 runs, but we still have to make sure that we win the game. If we do that, the ticket will cash. Now, if we score 9 runs and we lose, the ticket won't cash. We have to win the game. Okay. So, okay. Oh, Royce, he's in the weak spot. But he's 0 interesting. He's 0-7 batting 4th. Could that change tonight for him? Nathan's in the weak spot batting 5th. Willie's in the best spot out of all of these because the OPS per the 3rd spot plus the ISO and all of that is the OPS is 1.04. Now, he's just been struggling to do anything. He is 2 for 3 against Mitchell in 10 pitches thrown to him. And Willie bats well against lefties. Okay, per his splits, his only best split is Saturdays, even though his slug is down, but he still has a good enough OPS. And lefties, 500 slug, 830 OPS, but he's struggling batting 3rd where he bats the most. So there's that. Carrera. You haven't hit home run in a long time. You're every other game, I guess, or maybe every 2 games you're doing something. This is like a little trend here. Like you get 2, you don't do anything on the 3rd day. 2 more, you don't do anything the 3rd day. So I guess you're at a spot. You did 2 things over the last couple, again, 1 up, 1 down. So again, if this is a trend, he wouldn't do anything today per the 3rd spot. But he's 1-3 against Mitchell with a home run. That's the only hit that he has. He bats really well against lefties. All right. But he's struggling against the pitch mix. He bats decent enough at night and at home and in the month of July, just decent. Same thing on Saturdays. He bats better against lefties, 906 OPS, but he's struggling against batting second. Those ground balls high. Hard hit is decent enough. Pull is decent enough. So we'll see. Now, Buxton is in the best spot for me per his data. Because, like I said, I took him to hit a home run. I kind of feel really good about him hitting a home run. Now, he's like 50-50 against Mitchell. He doesn't have a home run against him in 11 pitches. But he bats well, like really well, against left-handed pitchers. And he's practically, he's like, what, 98% green against the pitch mix. He's been getting under the ball more recently over the last few games against lefties. He's green at home, green at night. Look at that, green in the month of July. Green on Saturdays. Green versus NL. Green and super green versus lefties with a 1.11 OPS in that spot. And super green batting first with an OPS of 990. 619 slug. He's looking for home run number 18, batting first. So I personally believe that he'll hit a home run tonight. That's why I put him down. I still considered him, putting him down for 2 RBIs, but I don't know. Maybe we'll just do the 1 home run. Maybe he'll hit 2 home runs. And who knows for sure. Let me look at Nate real quick. Because he's just been really struggling to do anything. If I remember correctly, I took him down for something. I think it was like HR or something. This was like a few games ago. He didn't do anything. It was like the 20th or 21st, something like that. Yeah, he hasn't done anything really. And his data is just fairly okay. You know what? I didn't look at James Wood at all today. He's super due to do something. He hasn't done anything the last 10 games. Nothing at all. Same thing, total base. Nothing, really. It's only had 1 game where he had 2 or more total base. HRR, same thing. He is struggling to find the ball. Maybe he wakes up today. Or tonight. $444. See that number every day. And look, 777. His best splits is versus righties and night games and batting second. Somebody holler at your boy James. Tell him to get it together, son. CJ was doing something like he gone cold himself. Okay. So I don't know. Because I kind of feel like I really feel like that's why I put the Twins down to score 9 runs tonight, because I kind of feel like Washington's probably not going to score that many runs tonight. But again, we don't know for sure. Let's now dialing, dialing, because I spit hot fire. He's batting really great on Saturdays, but everything else he's just like struggling, which is just interesting. You know, again, per this data stuff, the data will get trumped by the human side, because the human side can still do a plethora, multitude of things, even though the data is saying that the batter's going to do or is doing something specific. So you never know. Lau could go out here and hit 2 home runs tonight. He could go out here to have a game like Nick Kirsten could have 4 home runs, 5 even. You know, who knows? And then he could just not do anything tonight. We don't know. We don't know. Bader. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, see, plus the info here. See, Bader is in a spot. He's mostly green. Per his WOBA, slug, ISO, OBP, excuse me. But Buxton's in the best spot. So it's just like, you know, looking at the data, you're like, Okay, we don't have any info on the lineup. Well, no, the lineup's confirmed. So he's batting. He's your boy's batting at the bottom. It's 50-50, batting 9th. Okay, but that OPS is still high, which is good. All right. So this is the second game, because KC won the first. And that's a funny thing. I think you went yard. Yeah, you went yard. He went yard in the first game. And he's in the weak spot now. The question becomes, is he going to go back to back tonight? He went yard in the first game. He's going to go yard again tonight. Yeah, see, he hit off of Gavin. He hit a cutter, 418. Oh, look at that. He throws the cutter too. Throws it well. And he struggles against the cutter, but again, he hit a cutter. I sent that in the stands. Okay. Oh, look at Vinny versus Tanner. Yeah, that's right. Vinny had 2 home runs 2 days ago. 3 days ago, excuse me. Funny. Sorry. I had to. Look at that. He had 2 home runs, 10. That's the other thing. This is the real only thing he's done in the last 10 games. He just has no HRR info. Swole about that. But he's mostly green against the pitch mix, though. He's batting well on Saturdays. Batting well enough against righties. Well enough batting third. Lefty versus righty, I don't know. Again, he bats well against Tanner, but you know, I don't know. Jonathan came through for these cats. Man, he's 0 for 8 against Tanner. Man. Struggling against the pitch mix. See, all this red, all this stuff would maybe consider putting him down for, say, 4 total bases. Let me see what his, it's a plus 830. What would his total base be, like 5, 6? For, say, 4. Plus 550. Any doubles? Jeez, he's had 4 doubles in the last 10, which is good. 333. Huh. Interesting. So you just never know. He might actually get a double tonight in this second game. Salvador. So Salvi did what? Salvi had 2 hits, 3 total bases in the first game. He's been a 2-hit cat. If I had saw that earlier, I would have probably considered maybe possibly putting him down. Probably a missed opportunity. I kind of feel like he may not do anything in this second game, but who knows for sure. Look at that. He had a double and a single. Interesting enough that he's struggling on Saturdays, but he did his thing tonight. Currently, batting 5th, he bats really well. Question becomes, could he go yard tonight? And he bats well against the cutter too. But Bobby pitches well with the cutter. So let's look at the cutter real quick. Let's see what he's doing. And he's actually hitting home runs. He's had a single. This is just for the last couple of months though. 4-4. And he throws the sweeper, and he bats well, like really well against the sweeper. Shoot, it's making me want to take Perez for, say, 2 hits anyway. Maybe, let me log in. And let me log into DraftKings. Got just enough time to do this. I just had a thought. Oh, Tampa got 2 cats on base. Top of the second. Ellie got a hit. He has 2 total bases, so I missed opportunity for there. All right, so no, not that. So what if I put Toshman down for 2 hits? It's plus 260, right? And then I do what you call it? I do Salvi for 2 hits. Yours is what? Plus 255. That is a plus 1178. I will gladly put that in. And let's hope for the best tonight. Something real quick. Bet is in. Because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do as far as a pick. Another pick. Okay, Matt is pitching. Like he's sort of kind of allowing hits. Sort of kind of. Manny's in the best spot, right? Yeah. But see, I missed out on you once again. Okay, no, I didn't. It was the game before. You're 1-5 against Matt. You're mostly red against the pitch mix. So you're green at night. Green away. 50-50 in July. You're green on Saturdays. Getting decent enough. 50-50 against the lefties. Struggling as far as your slug, though. And you're struggling as far as your slug batting second. But again, with all that info, he's still getting 2 to 3 HRRs practically almost every game. More recently, he's had 3 doubles. 2 doubles. Well, 3 doubles for, but it was... He hit the mark twice in the last 5. In the last 10. Okay. But see, I'm not going to put him down. This is not. They're talking about trading Brandon to the Yankees. They were looking to trade Suarez, but they just said that they're pushing to try to get Brandon instead. Or Brendan, should I say. He's still in a spot to possibly get 2 total base, maybe 3, maybe 4 HRRs tonight. He's still in the spot. Alec, like you came through for me the other day. Okay, you bat really well on Saturdays. Bat decent enough. Your batting average is up versus righties, and you bat decent enough on batting third. Okay. Wilson. I'm gonna need you and your brother to like get it together, because I was betting on them last month. I think it was beginning of last month, and they weren't doing anything when I decided. If I remember correctly, it was a Sunday. Like I bet on them Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 straight days. They didn't do anything, and then that Sunday is when they decided to get like, I think it was like 3 or 4 HRRs. I think one of them hit a home run. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, like y'all decided to do that. And then when I tried to put them down on the very next day, they didn't do anything. So it's just like, I need y'all to get together. I need some consistency between both of y'all. So you're batting really well in the month of July. You're struggling on Saturdays. You're batting decent versus righties. You're batting well enough, batting 4th. Okay. Who's that? Jose, batting 7th. Okay. Man. Let me look at Xander. You peep game on you, boy. Even he's 4-1 the last 5 of getting 2 total bases at least. Two HRRs each at least. He's 0-2 against Matthew. Like sorta green against the pitch mix, sorta. Struggling on Saturdays though. Bats decent enough against lefties. He's struggling batting fifth. Okay. But again, Manny's in the best spot. He's 1 for 1 in 5 pitches. He has a home run. Struggling against the pitch mix. He's green away in at night in the month of July. Struggling on Saturdays. Batting well against lefties. Batting well against at third. So he's definitely in a spot where he could possibly go yard tonight. Miss of him only hitting 2 in the last 10. So there's that. I'm going to look at one more and then I'm going to call it because I am getting sleepy. Like I said, I've been up since 1:30 a.m. And I think now that I finally sat down, my body's like, all right, son, it's time for you to get ready to go to bed. I just don't want to go to bed yet. I want to at least be up for another like hour and a half, and then I'll call it. I just got to figure out what to do. Probably play a video game or something because I'm a gamer. So let's see. Okay, so Alex is in the weak spot. He had 2 total bases last night. Interesting enough, his batting average is down, but his slug and ISO is up. Why? Because the only 2 hits he had are home runs against Clayton. Interesting. Now he's green at night, green away. He's struggling on July. He's struggling on Saturdays. Bats really well against lefties. He's struggling batting second. So now I'm just like, I don't know if I even want to consider taking Alex. Roman. He's doing his thing as far as total bases are concerned. Sort of, kind of HRR type of a cat. He's batting really well on Saturdays. He's batting decent enough, batting third. Shoot, I might even take him for 2 total bases. Anyway. Let's see. Roman's a lefty. That's where he struggles at. Maybe even Jaron could possibly get 2 total bases off of him. Maybe. Possibly. Oh, look at that. Batting 7th. And he bats really well. Could he be going yard tonight? That's the question I had. Look at Romy as far as... not Romy. Roman. Hits. Okay. Oh, you're batting 8th. Okay, 50-50 for most of his splits. Again, most. At least, or maybe half. Oh man, Carlos, you are batting 6. But that OPS is a plus. Even, well, yeah, there we go. No, you're batting 6. OPS is high. I didn't even see Doran's OPS is high too. I didn't see that. Oh, you hit a home run. Oh, yeah, 6 total base. 5 HRRs. Missed it. He's batting really well, batting 6. Another person I might consider for 2 total base, maybe even 2 hits. Maybe. Huh. Oh, Freddie Fred. You had 2 total base last night. You're actually doing well. Total base wise, you're 3 for 5 against Garrett. Okay. Green for most of his splits. It's just those lefties and righties stuff is he's struggling at. Mr. Will. Well, you did have 2 total base last night. You had 3 HRs last night too. It's actually good. Look at this. Green, green, green. Green, 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 and green. This dude just, he's sort of kind of getting some HRRs, like sort of. Like, I would love to put him down for 3 HRRs tonight against Garrett. Truly would. Okay. So, let me look at this real quick. Okay. So, I have another idea. Alright. So, Randy's in the weak spot. Oh, man. Randy's in the weak spot. And he's a righty. And he gives up the most against righties. The barrel's higher. The barrel's higher against lefties. It's higher at hard hit, though. So, that's right. Josh is making his debut, I think, tonight. Yep, because he just got traded to them. Dang. He's batting where? He's batting 4th. Okay, they don't have no info, so I can't even see. Okay, that's fine. Just have to see what he does tonight. Because he just might go yard tonight. He's in the spot. He's in the weak spot. So I'm saying he's in the weak spot. Well, no. Sorry, no. Randy's in the weak spot. He's in the best spot. So I'm thinking about one. Look at his stuff. He's in the green against Tyler. He has a home run against him. Mostly green against the pitch mix. Okay. So what I'm thinking about doing is putting Randy down for 3 HRRs, and I think it was Neto, I think? Or was it Tyler? Let me look up Jorge real quick. He's a switcher. Oh man, he is doing his thing. He just struggles against Tyler. You know what? I can't even forget about. Okay, that's right. Mike is in the best spot for them. He has a home run against them. He bats really well on Saturdays. So he's looking for his 7th home run on a Saturday. Hold up. Did Nick just hit? Nick did what? Oh. So I put Nick down to get walked twice tonight. It was a plus 450. Okay, Rooker has 2 HRRs. See, Baltimore scored. So Hearn batted a run in. It was Westberg. Okay. Oh, Braves got bases loaded. Oh, Baldwin got, so Prefer got walked and Baldwin got walked. Olsen got a hit. Dodgers scored. Otani went and Hernandez went. And they both were in the weak spot. Missed opportunity. I didn't know I was dropping frames. Son. Dropped a couple frames, son. Did not know. Okay, but I definitely want to put Randy down. Faux show. Okay, Robbie, you actually struggle against lefties. Even though, well, technically you're struggling against righties too. But your stuff is less against lefties, even though you're giving up the most home runs against righties in your 123 pitches thrown or innings pitched. And of course, the two homies are in your weak spots here, while David has no weak spots, but you're still giving up hits. Struggling most against lefties. Okay. against him. Oh, you had 3. So you had 3 total base, 4 HRRs. Okay, you're actually batting well, 3rd. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So every other game is started except for these 2. So Randy. Okay, you bat well on Saturdays. So maybe I just take. Oh, man, you don't got no info. All right, you bat really great on Saturdays. And batting 8th. Maybe just do Randy and you for 3 HRRs. Because what I was going to do, I was going to take Randy in a straight pick for 4 HRRs. But your boy is in a spot, way on the 8th spot. And his OPS is the best part of the OPS per the lineup. So maybe we'll just do that. So Randy's OPS, HRs is plus 165. And then Dominic Canzone is plus 230. This is plus 600. I'm going to take it. I took it. I'll do that. That'll be my, I guess, last pick for the stream. And I'm out. If you watched the entire stream, thanks for hanging. Thanks for watching. And like I said, tomorrow no stream because by the time I get off of work, all the games are going to be on except for like the last one. I think it's like 7 o'clock and I'm not live streaming to just go over that one game. So hopefully I will holler at y'all on Monday. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe, stay humble, and I will hopefully holler at y'all on Monday. Hopefully. Peace.